Welcome to the fantasy zone. Get ready.
Hi everyone, welcome to another pickups video. I'm actually a bit surprised myself because I wasn't expecting to do another pickups video so soon. But what happened was, before this lockdown happens, Big Game Al messaged in the WhatsApp and said, is anyone up for doing something on the Tuesday? And I'm on my 12 days off at the moment, and I'm like, yeah, what do you fancy? And he suggested that he'd come up all the way up from where he lives, just outside of London, to go to a place called Direct Deals in Bradford. Now I have heard of this place before, and I've heard it's a pretty good shop. So I was excited actually when Al mentioned that, and I was like, yeah, I'm up for that, mate. And we agreed to meet up my lockup and showed Al around my lockup. We had about 20 minutes. He were having a little bit of a browse, looking through stuff. He wishes he'd have had more time to have a good look through my PS2 collection, but they wanted to get to the shops and spend some cash. And crikey, did I spend some cash. Al, you're a bad influence, but to be honest, I'm really happy with what I've got. So, you know, I am glad I treated myself a little bit. Anyway, what I'm going to show you, it's all mixed up because I've been cleaning and taking stickers off. So I can't really tell you exactly where I got each game. I probably can remember bits of it. But yeah, let's get into it, and I'll start with the hardware first, the peripherals. And which one was it? Well, after we'd been to Direct Deals, I suggested that we'd come back to Castleford, where we set off from, and visit Cex and Electric Town. Electric Town's a retro gaming shop. It's not as good as Direct Deals, but you know, for me, for it being local to me, then it is ideal. I think it was, we went into Cash Generators and we went into Cash Converters. Cash Converters had nothing, even though there were games at like 20 pence, 40 pence or what have you. They were the usual rubbish that you'd expect, like your FIFAs and what have you. So we bypassed on Cash Converters. We did go into Cash Generators, and I spotted 2 PS2 games. They were £1 each. I didn't have them. Checked that they had the manuals, and then on top of one of the display cabinets, I noticed this, and it's just a cheap steering wheel. This was £10. It does come with the foot pedals as well. So what do I want this for? Well, as you may know, my lockup, I've had a little bit of a change around, and I've managed to put two TVs on, and I'm going to use it as a bit of a gaming area. And I thought, you know what, I do love my racing games, especially my rally games, Colin McRae Rally. And this works on Xbox 360, PS3 and PS2. And what I'm basically going to do is just rig this up for when I'm at my lockup, and I can have a little blast on driving games. It's in really nice condition, I must admit. It's not named, you know, it's not Gamester or anything like that, or Hoary. It's just a really cheap one, but it feels nice. Some nice feedback on that. The buttons feel okay. The gear shift, micro switch. So to be fair, that's not bad, and I was happy to pay 10 for that. And like I said, that's for my racing games, my rally games, in my lockup, when I get it sorted. When we were in CEX, obviously I did buy a few PS2 games. There weren't as many in as the last time I went. The last time I went I did pretty well. That were a good few months ago now, but I did manage to spy in the display cabinets with all joypads and what have you. this, and it's a PS1 pad. It's an official one. It is an official Sony controller. But look at that. It's like a smoky grey, translucent joypad, and it was £4. And yeah, I thought I'm having that. There was a few speckles of paint on there. I've scraped them off, scrubbed them off. There's a few there still actually. But yeah, what a lovely controller. It's just different, and I do like to collect controllers. I've got quite a few quirky PlayStation controllers, the AirPad, the Resident Evil gun, which when I was having a look, you're like, what's that? So Resident Evil controller. He said I'd never seen one of them before. I said no, I had not until I saw, just managed to come across it on eBay, and I bought it because it was nice and quirky. And yeah, to be fair, I don't think I've ever seen this colour joy controller for the PS1. So yeah, I grabbed that straight away. I didn't want to let that pass my hands. It all feels nice. I dare say pretty much gone are the days of me stripping stuff down and cleaning them. It's in nice condition. Chances are I probably won't even test it. I'll just go straight up, hung up on in my lockup. I don't know, perhaps I'm getting lazy in my old age. I mean, I've wiped it, I'll give it a clean externally, but everything feels alright. And like I said, I'll probably never use it anyway. It's just collecting, innit? We just buy stuff to store and look at and never play, never use. It's crazy, innit? But that's just part of collecting, I suppose. Well, that's what I do anyway. So that's just like a smoky grey, translucent, or you might call it transparent controller for the PS1. So switching to Electric Town, we were having a gander in there. I think I only bought one item from there. I bought a couple. I did ask the guy to grab a few items to price up. I know I've always said why don't they just price items up so you can see the price, and I know many people said the same thing. It's because obviously prices are switching all the time, but I really don't like it when they've got prices on and they're there at the computer looking at eBay and Cex and whatever and looking at the latest prices. I know they've got to make an earning and that. It's just I don't like it. I'm not used to it. All these years of growing up and that, I've always had prices there. So I'm not very good with places that don't have the prices readily available. So I can work out myself there and then, what to pay. I don't feel pressured as well. I always feel pressured that I've got once they've got took the time to get the items down, price it, I feel I have to buy it, and so I don't like that. But I understand that is how a lot of places are today. Anyway, I'm sidetracking it. But yeah, went into Electric Town and obviously I picked a few items up that I knew were going to be fairly pricey. One in particular I thought, that's going to cost me. And I had a good few minutes studying whether I want to fork out that money. I'll get to that when I get to it anyway. But one item, it was Al. He said, "Have you got this?" And it was stacked right up above. And I said, "Yeah, I've had a look at it." Like I said, but I don't know. So I got it, and it's this. It's Real World Golf. I do have the game track. And I'm sure I have the golf club separate, or it comes with the actual game track machine, but I've not got this. It's the big box version, Real World Golf, and it contains the game, which is complete. So it's got the Real World Golf game. I may have this in my collection separately anyway, and then it also contains this. Let me put this down. This golf club. It's just a miniature golf club. Screw it together. and that's your that's your golf club. Obviously it works with the game track system, and you know, I said, well, I'll take it, we'll get it priced up, and he said £1. So, yeah, go on, we'll have that. If anything, it's a nice display item. I think the growing trend is big box stuff, isn't it? You know, everything out with a big box looks good on the shelf, looks good in your collection, and yeah, like I said, I'm sure I own this game separately anyway, but to have it in its box, alright, the box it's been battered a little bit, but it isn't all that bad, must admit. Bit weird how it's got like the game spine there, but yeah, that's the kind of thing that you're looking at, how it works. But £1, yeah, that says, come on, I'll have that. So, moving back to his original shop, Direct Deals, next couple of items I'll show you are from there. And I'd already bought some games, and then as this guy was reaching up somewhere for something, I noticed this this little package, and I actually thought it was a different item, and it was only the other day that Eddie had linked this. It's for the Call of Duty set, and it's the Monkey Bomb alarm clock. I think it's from Black Ops 4 or something like that. And for some reason the page had been taken down. Anyway, I looked on eBay and it was about £35. So I was umming and ahhing, and as it happens, my wife Lorraine, she says, I'll buy it if you want. Oh, nice one. But my phone had died, so I couldn't order it. And by the time my phone had charged up, I forgot about it. Anyway, gets to Direct Deals, and I thought I saw this lass. I says, I don't know, how much is that? And I even said to him, you know, the monkey bomb alarm clock. And he said, they're £20. Oh, I'll have that then. But it isn't the bloody alarm clock at all. But I did buy it anyway. It's this. This is the monkey that we're talking about. Yeah. Even so, I'll tell you what it is. It's one of them controllers stands. He holds a controller in his hands, like that. It's got some nice weight to it, so you know it's a decent item. I'm not getting him out. I'm going to leave him in there, but basically he's got a bomb strapped to his back. But yeah, that shows you a bit more on the side. Holds phones or it holds controllers, but he's never coming out of his box. It's just a collector's piece. But yeah, he put it on counter, and it was then I realised, I thought, that's not what I wanted. But I thought, you know what, £20, I'll still take that. It looks a decent item, and it'll go nice with my COD collection. So yeah, I'm happy with that. It's in good condition, but it's brand new. But at least the box hasn't been battered about a bit or anything. It's in nice condition. So, and then in the same shop, right? We were talking about collections, me and I went way there, and I said to him, you know what? I said, for a while now, I've been umming and ahhing, toing and throwing about collecting Sega Master System games, but not boxed. I'm on about loose cards. I can't afford, to be honest, to go through the route of the box. I'd have to have it complete. That's just how I am. So it would, excuse me. So it would cost me an arm and a leg. I've already, you know, it's costing me an arm and a leg already with my PS2 and my other subsets that I'm doing, other side sets. And yeah, alright, this is still going to cost a fair bit, but it shouldn't cost as much. Obviously, loose cards are not as expensive as complete games. And I've said to Al, said, you know what, I'm going to start it today. And he had this drawer in Direct Deals. He had this drawer, one of those plastic storage units with several drawers in, and it will chocker with Master System games. I could have spent a fortune. I could have spent a long time just sifting through each of the games, but yeah, I only scanned the top layer really, and already I've kicked it off. The Sega Master System loose cart set. So first up, and I'll give these a clean. Don't want that bad, to be honest, just a bit dusty. I've gone for games that I've played before and I like, because in the lockup on the, if you've seen the colour portable TV, I've got an LCD, a modern one, and then I've got an old portable for analog. I'm going to hopefully get my Master System connected up to that and play Master System games. So obviously I wanted games that I'll play. I do already own one Master System game that is complete, and that's because it was my favourite game on the Master System. That was Teddy Boy. I showed Al it as well. I think he said he'd heard of it, but for ages and ages I've been looking for this game. I've been asking people, and I was saying it's got blue caterpillars on it. You shoot them and they turn small, and you have to run into them to get rid of them or shoot them again. And the levels are recurring, so when you drop to the bottom you come back at the top kind of. Anyway, I couldn't find it. I could not find it. And one of the days I thought, you know what, I'm going to sit down, I'm going to scan each individual Master System game, and obviously there's certain ones that I know for a fact it weren't that, but then I come across the game, I thought, I can't remember anything about that, so I'd look it up on Google Images or YouTube. No, it's not that. And I finally got to Teddy Boy. Teddy, yeah, sorry, I'm not that one. But yeah, I finally got to Teddy Boy, and I bought it on eBay, complete. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to getting my Master System up and running. I have bought some electric cables, and at the time of recording today, which is the Wednesday the 4th, is it, or something, 3rd or 4th, I'm going to lock up. I've bought some cables. Hopefully I can get all my systems hooked up, ready to play. Anyway, this is the first one. This is Shinobi, and it's a cracking game. Platformer, fighting platformer if you like, shooting platformer even with shurikens. But yeah, what a really good game this is for the Master System, and I think I've kicked off my collection with some really good titles. That's Shinobi. Next, another brilliant game, and I'll give you a clue. When I went to Arcade Club at Bury, all I did most of the time was just watch Retro Red Steve play this game, because he could play it. It's Wonder Boy. It is a brilliant game. It is a brilliant game on the Master System as well. I believe all these four that I've bought are really good games on the Master System. Really, they really play well. Yeah, Wonder Boy. I used to love this in the arcades. Loved it on the Commodore 64 even. And in my opinion, the Master System version is one of the best conversions. Next, well, I've actually picked up Choplifter. I used to love Choplifter in arcades. The home conversions, like the Commodore 64, you know, were reasonable. The Master System version were pretty good. But it was the fact that I used to love it in arcade. It was one of the very first arcade games I really played, to be honest. But it did have a little bit of discoloring on the top label, and even Al noticed it as well, so I want it to be right really. Even though I'm only collecting the cards, you know, I want them to all look nice and clean and shiny and not stained or faded. So I swapped it out and I got this instead. And the Mickey series, they're all good platformers. I particularly like the Mickey Mouse games on the Mega Drive, but this Master System version, Land of Illusion, I do remember playing that, and yeah, it is a really good game. It's a nice steady platformer, eases you in gently. Is it more based for kids? I'm not sure. I think it's a little bit in between, isn't it? So it's not overly hard, but still offers a good enough challenge. But yeah, I got Land of Illusion starring Mickey Mouse, and then the last one, another one of my all-time favourites on Master System, and one of the best ports, to be honest. Outrun. What a brilliant conversion. Don't get me wrong, it's got its faults, as with any 8-bit system conversion does. But out of the 8-bit systems, you know, alright, take away the PC Engine, which is another league. Really love Outrun, as you know. I love my Saga Super Scalers. So it was a no-brainer, really. Prices on these, I think 2 of them were £5 each, one were £6 and the other one was £10, something like that. Where we're going back to? We're going back to Electric Town in Castleford, and this is the biggie. This is the one that chewed my money up. But I don't think I got it for a decent price. I have looked on eBay. There is copies of this going on buy it now for £120, £125. Whether they actually sell for that, I don't know. But it's I had seen these. It's a series, Shin Megami, and I've stayed away from them. You know, I don't really need them. Do it, blah blah blah. But then in Electric Town, there were quite a few of them actually. I picked 3 up. This one is the most expensive. This is Persona 3. Shin Megami Tensei Persona 3. And I know the Persona series do hold a good value. And I thought, you know what, I'm going to treat myself. I don't really like spending that amount of money. This was £84. Really don't like spending that kind of money on one game. It's plastic and paper. That is all you're buying. Obviously it's complete. Never have bought it at £84 if it wasn't complete. But yeah, I do believe I got it at a decent price. I'm hoping so anyway. At least that's how it appears to me when I've looked on eBay. A lot of people, and I know he was comparing it with CEX and stuff like that, but I'm sorry, but there's no way I'm going to buy any game that's worth, God, to be honest, over £10 even from CEX Online. I'm not taking that chance. I won't buy any game. I'll buy any online unless it were brand new. There's no way I would risk it. So while CEX might be cheaper than eBay, I'm sorry, but I'm not taking that gamble. At least with eBay, I can see what I'm getting. If, you know, to be honest, I'll even shy away from listings that only have one image of the cover and it says complete. What do you mean by complete? Complete to me might mean something different to you. I usually buy games where I can see exactly what I'm getting and I can see the manual. So yeah, I'm sorry all of you that, you know, go on CEX and buy your games, and yeah, but I can get it cheaper on CEX. Good luck to you, but not for me. I'll buy cheap games, you know, and that's what I'm doing with my Music Magpie. I know that's a chance, but I'm buying cheap games. I'm not buying out there. So I don't know. Persona 3 might have been 50 quid at CEX, but there's no way I'd even risk it. Not unless I could go in store and see it for myself. That's my 2 pennies worth on that matter anyway. Each to their own, but not me. So yeah, Persona 3. So I'm really happy to have this. This is, like I say, it's I mean, I've never really played the series, never really even seen much of it, but Shin Megami Tensei. But I'd say, I would reckon that this is it is my biggest hitter on the PlayStation 2. And yeah, it's like I told Al, I started cheap with my collection. I bought all the generic crap first. And it's funny because I was telling Lorraine last night, she was like, crikey, you've paid that much for one game. I says, I know, but it's getting to the point now where I'm afraid I've got all the cheap ones really. If I go into CEX and there's maybe 1 or 2 cheap ones, then I'm pretty lucky, but it's now getting to the point where I'm having to pay a little bit more. And yeah, I am going to have to pay substantial amounts for games like this. And so be it, every once in a while, you know what, I'll treat myself. Christmas coming up, I might treat myself again. Birthday after that, treat myself again. To, you know, maybe another one of the Personas or something, a big hitter. Oh, I'm rambling on. Anyway, let's go on to the next one. This is another Shin Megami Tensei. This is Digital Devil Saga. And again, I don't know all about these games. I think this were either £27 or £20. The next one is another Shin Megami game, and I can't remember which cost which. So yeah, another one of the Shin Megami series. Like I said, you know, I suppose a little bit of a big hitter. If this were £27, to me that's a big hitter. That's still more than I normally like to pay. So the last of the Shin Megamis that I got from Electric Town, Shin Megami Tensei Lucifer's Call. I mean, they do look, I must admit, they do look pretty nice. Are they RPGs? Are they like Final Fantasy kind of games? I've never played them, so I have no idea. If that's the case, then they're not really my cup of tea. But I mean, as you can imagine, these at these prices are all complete. It just says featuring Dante from the Devil May Cry series, so it's that guy from that series. Or maybe it is a Devil May Cry kind of game. It does look like there's XP and stuff, so. But that's Lucifer's Call. That were either £20 or £27. We're going to CEX now. And I did pick up two PlayStation games and two PS3 games. And the PS3 titles were essential titles, the Essentials range, but only one of them. Oh no, I'd say I thought only one came with a manual. The other one, she couldn't find the Essentials disc. It was the normal disc. So somewhere along the line, one of the staff has given the Essentials disc away in the wrong box, as they regularly do. But this one I got. This is Driver San Francisco. And my Essentials collection is really small at the minute, but I saw this, I think it was £5. The other one was £5 as well. I can't remember what it was. But anyway, I didn't get the other one, but I managed to get this one. And like I say, it is, I don't know whether it's supposed to come with a manual. I'm not particularly bothered about the Essentials and Platinums really coming with manuals. That don't fuss me, it's just my main collection. But yeah, this is the right disc, it's the Essentials disc. So that's on the PS3. Where we're going to? We're going to Cash Generators. And this one was £1. And this is R-Racing. So it says R-Racing is an extraordinary action racing experience from the creators of Ridge Racer. So it might be some good. It's an Amco game, so yeah. That's R-Racing. I am going to have to knock about a bit because I've just looked, I'm down to one cell on my battery. And I've still a few to get through. So, CX, Godzilla, Save the Earth. This was £5, I do believe. It's an Atari game. Weapons of massive destruction, you are Godzilla. All complete. And this one was CEX in Castleford as well. And this is the Terminator Dawn of Fate. I have got other Terminator games. I can't remember what they're called, but yeah, this is the Terminator Dawn of Fate. So we're moving back to direct deals, I think, yeah. And this is Barbie in the 12 Dancing Princesses. Wow. The thing is, and I got this was about £15. And to be fair, to be honest, sometimes I'll bypass these. But do you know what? These kind of games, are slowly becoming like, I don't know, I won't say cult classics, but some of them are beginning to get out, like Daughter the Explorers. For some reason on certain systems, you know, they're becoming hard, or they're being classed as big hitters, as we're calling them nowadays. And so yeah, I'm speculating that maybe one day this is going to be the same. It's like my Horse and Me, these kind of games that are really, you know, girl based or kid based games, they're becoming either hard to buy or expensive, more expensive than anything. So I took a punt on this. 12 Dancing Princesses, Barbie. So again, from direct deals, we've got Brave. This was just a cheapie, about £3. So I just picked this up. No significance of why I picked it up, just did. Because it was £3, one of the cheaper titles. Brave. This cost me about £12, and it's part of the Buzz series. I've never come across this, and that's why I got it. It is complete, which I was chuffed about. But yeah, the Buzz series, SingStar series, those kind of games. There's some of the titles that are hard to get hold of, or they're not very well. You don't see them often in the wild. That's the term. And this is one of them. So I thought I'll have this, even at £12 for a Buzz game. You know, we have to sacrifice sometimes. We have to bite the bullet sometimes, and just do it. Next, this was an Electric Town game. I think it was only a couple of pounds. I think Wrath Unleashed, dragons and stuff like that. Fantasy style game by LucasArts. This one was Cash Generators. This was I picked up, like I said, 2 in there. R-Racers, and this one Skate Attack. Even better is it's by Midas, and they're fast becoming another collectible subset. And for £1, you know, again, this could very easily, in a year's time, bump up in price. So yeah, I snagged this while I can. Like I say, it's part of the Midas developers. From direct deals, I think they're all from direct deals now. Another cheap one, this was £3. This is Army Men Major Malfunction. If I'm not mistaken, this might complete the Army Men set on the PS2. I'm sure I've got them all now. Never realised it's a Team 17 game. Local to me, Team 17, Wakefield, Waverley. Whoops, it's dropped out. So yeah, I'm hoping that finishes the Army Men collection off. Major Malfunction. It's obviously an action kind of game. Then I noticed this. I think I've overpaid with this, but I'm not bothered, to be honest, because again, well, I thought it was sealed. As it turned out, as Big Al pointed out to me, it's a reseal. Oh shit! It was 20 quid, but it's a Call of Duty trilogy. It's got all the series on PS2. Call of Duty, Finest Hour, Call of Duty 2, Call of Duty 3. But it's in this big box. This is what I didn't have, either in my PS2 collection or my COD collection. So picked it up. It's for the COD collection, to be honest, because I've got these games separately in my main collection. Now this one, again, I got caught out. I thought it was sealed. It was sealed, but it was a reseal. And again, Eagle-Eyed Al pointed it out. I think I've overpaid for this as well. It was £25. But you know what? I've checked it and it's all complete and it's in really good condition. So to be honest, I'm not bothered. I'm not bothered. Yeah, I fucked up, if you like, thinking it were new. It comes with a little book. I'm not sure what's in there. Artwork maybe. And then the game, King of Fighters Maximum Impact. And I was kind of hoping that maybe even though for a resale it might have been worth more, and I don't think it is. But anyway, that's King of Fighters Maximum Impact. Then we've got, I mean, these are just more generic ones really. I think this was, can't remember how much this was. Might have been 15. This is Breath of Fire, Dragon Quarter. Again, I may have overpaid for this, but I'm not bothered. I can see it, it's complete. It's by Capcom, so you never know. It may increase in price. I mean, why are we bothered about it increasing in price, really? We're collecting, we're no plans to get rid, have we? So, I don't understand why a lot of us are obsessed with, oh well, it might go up in price. I suppose, well yeah, I mean, in my case, I always look at my collection as my retirement fund. I dare say when I get to retirement age, I may have grown out of it, or I might not be able to afford it on state pension. So, yeah, it might be my retirement fund. So yeah, I suppose in a way we do hope the increase in price. But when does it stop? When does it stop? And then lastly, a very, very basic one. I think this was about £3. But it's Midas again. This is Black Market Bowling. It's just bowling. Combines true bowling mechanics with zany and amusing characters rolling their personalised balls. Oh aye, in some crazy locations. It's just a tempting bowling game, but we'll give it Black Market to make it sound, you know, more risque, I suppose. But it's free plus, so it's certainly for kids, isn't it? Anyway, that's Black Market Ball, and that's by Midas. And that concludes the pickups from, well, yesterday, as it stands at time of recording. I had a really good day with Al. He's great company, and you know we did well. Both of us did well. Al did even better than me, a lot better than me. But you know, to me, it's all about me. More about the meeting of Al, meeting up with Al, and having a good old chat and shopping together. But yeah, I'd definitely go to Direct Deals again. There is a hell of a lot of stuff in there that I need, that I like. Maybe once we come out of lockdown, get some Christmas money, I might go back. Whether Al comes back up and joins me again, we'll see. But yeah, I'm really happy with those pickups. You know, that's a day's worth, and that is about £250 worth, in honesty. So yeah, I splashed out a bit, but you know what, I treat myself, why not? Don't hurt every once in a while. So anyway, that's all that's left to say. Thank you for watching, and until next time, see you later.